In the annals of human history, few figures command as much reverence and influence as Abraham. Revered as the patriarch of three major monotheistic religions, Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, his story transcends time and culture, offering profound lessons on faith, obedience, and divine promise. This documentary embarks on a journey to explore the life of Abraham, tracing his origins from the ancient city of Ur to his pivotal role in shaping the spiritual landscape of billions. We will delve into the historical context of his era, examine the archaeological insights that illuminate his world, and unravel the theological significance that continues to resonate in contemporary society. Abraham, originally known as Abram, was born in Ur of the Chaldees, a bustling city in ancient Mesopotamia, around 2166 BC according to conventional chronology. Ur was a vibrant center of Sumerian civilization, characterized by its impressive ziggurats and a polytheistic religious system where various deities, particularly the moon god Sin, were worshipped. Abram's family, including his father Terah, lived in this polytheistic environment. The pivotal moment in Abram's life came with a divine call. God commanded him to leave his country, his people, and his father's household and go to a land that God would show him. In return, God promised to make him into a great nation, to bless him, and to make his name great. This required immense faith, as Abram was asked to leave the security of his known world for an uncertain future. Abram, along with his wife Sarai, his father Terah, and his nephew Lot, initially traveled to Haran, a city in modern-day Turkey. After Terah's death in Haran, Abram, now 75 years old, continued his journey to the land of Canaan, the Promised Land. Haran was a major center for trade and religion. The fact that Abram's family settled there before moving on to Canaan highlights the nomadic lifestyle of the patriarchs, a lifestyle supported by archaeological evidence of migration patterns during the Middle Bronze Age. Abram's faith was continually tested. A severe famine in Canaan forced him to seek refuge in Egypt. Fearing for his life because of Sarai's beauty, Abram asked her to say she was his sister. Pharaoh took Sarai into his palace, but God afflicted Pharaoh's household with plagues, leading to their expulsion from Egypt. This migration pattern is vividly depicted in the tomb of Khnumhotep II at Beni Hassan, dating to circa 1890 BC, which shows Asiatics traveling to Egypt to trade, providing a historical backdrop to Abram's journey. Upon returning to Canaan, conflicts arose between the herdsmen of Abram and Lot due to the limited grazing land. In a display of generosity and peacemaking, Abram allowed Lot to choose his preferred land. Lot chose the fertile plain of the Jordan, near Sodom, while Abram settled in Hebron. Despite God's promises, Abram remained childless. In a profound vision, God reaffirmed his covenant, promising Abram that his descendants would be as numerous as the stars. God also foretold the future bondage of Abram's descendants in Egypt and their eventual return to the Promised Land. This event, known as the Covenant of the Pieces, solidified the divine promise. As years passed without a child, Sarai, in a desperate attempt to fulfill the promise, offered her Egyptian slave, Hagar, to Abram. Hagar conceived and bore a son, Ishmael. However, this led to conflict between Sarai and Hagar, resulting in Hagar fleeing into the wilderness, where an angel assured her of God's protection and a great future for Ishmael. When Abram was 99 years old, God renewed the covenant, changing his name to Abraham, meaning father of many nations, and Sarai's name to Sarah. God promised that Sarah would bear a son, Isaac, with whom the everlasting covenant would be established. True to God's word, Sarah gave birth to Isaac in her old age. The birth of Isaac was a miraculous fulfillment of the divine promise, bringing immense joy to Abraham and Sarah. The most profound test of Abraham's faith came when God commanded him to sacrifice his beloved son, Isaac, on Mount Moriah. This event, known as the Akedah in Jewish tradition, is a cornerstone of Abraham's legacy. With a heavy heart but unwavering obedience, Abraham prepared to sacrifice Isaac. Just as he raised the knife, an angel of the Lord intervened, commending Abraham's fear of God and providing a ram as a substitute sacrifice. This ultimate act of obedience solidified Abraham's status as the father of faith. Sarah died at the age of 127, and Abraham purchased the cave of Machpelah in Hebron as a burial site, establishing his first legal claim to the Promised Land. Abraham later married Keturah and had 6 more sons, but Isaac remained the primary heir of the covenant. Abraham died at the age of 175 and was buried alongside Sarah by his sons Isaac and Ishmael. Abraham's legacy is unparalleled. In Judaism, he is the founding father of the covenant, the first to recognize the one true God. In Christianity, he is the spiritual ancestor of all believers, a model of justification by faith. In Islam, he is Ibrahim, a major prophet and the builder of the Kaaba in Mecca, revered for his pure monotheism and submission to God. While the patriarchal narratives are complex and debated among scholars, archaeological discoveries, such as the Mari tablets and the customs they reveal, demonstrate that the stories of Abraham accurately reflect the cultural and historical context of the Middle Bronze Age. Abraham's journey from the polytheistic city of Ur to the promised land of Canaan is more than a historical migration. It is a spiritual odyssey that continues to inspire billions. His unwavering faith in the face of insurmountable odds, his obedience to a divine calling, and his role as the patriarch of many nations cement his title as the father of faith. In a world often divided by religious differences, Abraham stands as a unifying figure, a testament to the enduring power of faith and the shared heritage of humanity.